Okay, so another part of what I'm going to talk about is the materials and the purchasing and merchandise. So a lot of it's already provided for at Saramana, the speakers, the microphones, because those things will already be set up anyways due to Independence Celebration Week. So we'll be just taking a slot during the day and doing our program. So there'll already be chairs and tables and things, but we will also need to be renting chairs and tables just for our committee, for our invited guests, provide lunch for the invited guests and volunteers and program committee, rental of the Saramana stage, transportation for guest speakers and people coming to represent different islands represented during the day, stationery, pencils, pens, paper, etc., printing of banners, posters, and copies of survey, daily post newspaper posting. We'll have to be paying for that, and the Vanuatu Broadcasting Center will be paying for that as well, and also providing lollies for the children after hearing one of the custom stories from one of the chiefs. Part of the marketing communication would be using the newspaper, radio, TV, Facebook, Instagram, and I mentioned before Tracy's list and email group for those that don't have email. Be using all of those sources of communication to get out this program. The day of the event is on the 27th of July. It's during the Independence Week. It'll start at 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. At 7:30 that morning, the committee will arrive to pray before beginning the day and then help set up the equipment needed to ready for 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., the welcome to everyone with a word of prayer by Pastor Ewan from Evangel Temple. Introduction of event and scheduling of the day of by the librarian at USB. At 10 a.m., we'll have a speech from the Banga Pikanini community. At 10:45, the first story given by the chief of Mele Village, following a custom dance and Mele language song from Mele Village. 12 p.m. we'll have lunch, vendors along the sides of the park selling food. Lunch provided for all special guests, committee, and volunteers on the side of the stage. There'll be a separate place. 1 to 2 p.m. custom story with invitation of children down in front of the stage to sit and listen to the custom story from Tana Island, told by the chief from Tana. Lollies thrown at the end of the story for the children. Following a custom dance and song from Tana. 2 to 3, a chief from Epi Island shares a custom story along with a song in their language following the storytelling. 3 to 4 will be the last story spoken, and is from the island of Malakula. And we'll be asking the MP, one of the MPs, Ralph Vanalabano, to share the custom story following custom dance from the island. 4 p.m. our event ends, but more activities from the Independence Celebration will continue on the stage or program. Our online communication adverts for this event will send out weekly basis, 1 month until the end. This will be done on Facebook, Instagram, and by email through Tracy's list. Partnership, we want to have a partnership with Bread Bank, VSB, and National Bank of Vanuatu, Vodafone, Digicel, One Talk, hardware shops, by writing letters to owners and managers, companies sharing about the event and asking how they can help during the program. Internal marketing communication plan. We as a committee will come together about once a week. In the beginning it'll be every 2 weeks, but then we'll start probably about 2 months in before for the program to meet together to prepare letters, to send the letters to the schools, letters for partnership with different businesses in town. The purpose of the public relations of the program is to promote the resources that the library has to offer for its patrons, showing that we are available and ready to serve the community and giving information. The timeline of the milestone, you'll see, this is our timeline of preparing for the program, but the most parts of this, with the side of marketing, the highlighted parts that you'll see delegating of different jobs of speaking and passing a letter of invite for special guests and getting letters written for sponsorship. Create a poster that will be posted on social media and newspapers and TV. Post posters of different busy locations and hang banners, park around the event. Send out emails to USB students to volunteer to help for the day. Write letters to school addressed to principals inviting them to come to the event. Send press release to all local media outlets. Confirm with the village leaders on getting soundtracks, materials that will use their platform. Meet with the committee and volunteers to have feedback on how everyone is feeling for the event the next day. Check out that everyone is confirmed to be at the event next day by 7:30 a.m. Set up custom storybooks in the museum as a display to sell during the event. And that's another part of the promoting the museum, because the museum is just in front of Sarah Lana. And so people can go into the museum and look in the museum, but also check out the Mbanga Pikanini books. Forgot to mention that. That was on one of my other slides. And on the event of the day, we come together and we just make sure that everything is put together and then ready for 9 o'clock in the morning. And then our last milestone timeline would be to tally the information of the report and the reports, the different surveys that we got, and to plan further and see how we can create this event again and how we can improve on it. So yeah, that's my marketing plan. Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing some feedback from you to tell me how this plan is, how you think this plan will go. And I'm looking forward to making this program happen and it to be something that's continually at once a year. Thank you.